And there's the ding. Alright. I wasn't going to play this again today. I was going to play something different. Brain burnt out. I was going to work on some creative stuff instead today, but I got tired. One day, hopefully, well, this will be my job. Well, not just this. But you know, some of the stuff I do on the side, like I got a degree in as a distiller. Well, I'm certified as a distiller. Working on my counseling. I'm making a tabletop game that is part of the whole counseling process. Then I do this, and I'm working on a book and a graphic novel from those books, and a TV series, and so yeah, like, and I'm trying to get people to help me. Not easy. And you know, sometimes you just get people that are like, yeah, I'm more than willing to help, but you gotta hold their hand so much and so often and every single step of the way, so it ends up being more time consuming than if you just kind of did it on your own. You get more done, sadly. I'm trying to find that wonderful middle ground. Yeah? This is my dog Bella. Let's just take a moment. Yeah. She's sometimes like, I wouldn't say aggressive for attention, but damn, she'll fight you for it. You'll straight up bark at me if I don't give it to you. Attention. Give you attention. Ugh. Got you. Got you by the lips. Alright. Oh, she says. She's, very loving. I got your face, Ruby. Alright. Yes, I love the both of you. Yes, I do. Oh, yeah. Okay, can I do my thing now? You guys cool? Can I do my thing now? Is that allowed? Huh? Thank you. She's gotta bark at me again. Boom. So yeah. So welcome to episode 5 of the Mando Merchant. I was once a mercenary. That lasted all of... Like, yeah? Oh, really? Yeah? Oh, yeah. You're just gonna walk on the other dogs, hey, and just... Okay. Don't do that. No. Other people, they don't know that you're doing that as a loving, like, a safety... What you do when you're a baby. They don't know that that's what you're doing. So other people freak out. I don't, but I just don't want to train you into doing that and freaking people out. Okay, enough though. You're gonna have to lay down. I have Shaz to do. Like, everybody, go lay down. Go lay down. Your tail is gonna knock shit off of my little table. Go lay down. I appreciate, love you all. Yeah. He's not listening. He doesn't realize I can see him. Okay. Okay. Got my shit mostly together. Took a lot longer. And today I plan on playing a little bit of Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson. Because, hey, we're doing space stuff. Let's learn about space. Because one thing I really been getting under my skin about this game is I can hear all the bangs and bongs or whatever outside of the spaceship, and there's no atmosphere for that to happen, and that was really bugging me. So this will be my sanity maker. Okay, guys. Yeah, there's only so many times I'm going to say get out of my face before I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. I love them, but my folk, this is my face. And they will get a lot. Oh, did I just. There we go. Yeah, my eyes are blue. But they get lots of attention on their own. Don't kid yourself. They are Velcro dogs. They don't even know how to go outside if I'm not there. Okay. Let's see, where am I? I want the capture. And I'm going to remove the X4 window because I want the capture. Should show up. I am having a little bit of internet delay right now. I foolhardily clicked on some download stuff, and it is in the process of downloading, but it's part of the footage stuff. I filled a hard drive, and I can't record more video until I clear more space. And in order to do that, yeah, I was going to be an hour late today in order to get that done. So I'll do that after. This won't get recorded onto my PC, but it'll get recorded to Twitch. I'll download it there, etc., etc. And eventually I'm going to start cutting up some videos here. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Well, I'm not in the position to do that anyway. We'll do that tomorrow or the day after. Show you some video editing, which you probably all already know. And if you don't, that's something to watch. Or see something different. Hey, well, that's what they do. Oh, I love that stuff. It's like, no, I know how to do video editing, but I'll watch this stuff because every once in a while it's like, oh, I haven't used that technique. That's pretty smart. I like that. A lot of my cameras too will have the bars to divide into thirds. I did go to film school, so I know all about, setting things to thirds, which is why my chair normally sits here. Because then I'm on the second third, and then when I'm playing, I fall in the middle. But yeah, it's loose. The camera shifts, so yeah. And at some point, my YouTube channel will start filling up with these types of videos, and eventually, hopefully, some bits for Hell is Other People, which is a TV show I want to do for YouTube, not for TV. I just need people. All right, enough chatter. I'll get at her. Huh, it rhymed. I was a poet. I wasn't even aware of it. I did that intentionally, yeah. I had a buddy who used to drive nuts. He goes, "It's a poet and didn't even know it." Yeah, I know. Ah. Excuse me. Hola. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to play a little bit. We're going to learn a little bit about black holes today. What's the title of this? Exploring new sectors. Yes, yes we are. Yes we are. Okay, here we go. Black holes. Is that alright? Not too loud? I'm just going to mute my mic until I want to talk. Drop my doobie. That was some good aim, eh? No. There, I just update the title at least so people know that there's radio show playing in the background that will not get recorded for the VOD. So if you watch this later as a video, none of this will be heard.
Jump completed. Fendar.
But we prefer matter in this one.
Jump completed. Eros. Jump completed. Anti-lead. Jump completed. Eros. Jump completed. Findar. Jump completed. Selenon. Docking granted.
Stop that criminal!
Successfully docked.
Welcome.
Get up, go to the bathroom, come back to the controls, roll a smoke, void. Roll. I mean, you've seen it here. That's about as it is. Oh, there we go. A little science show for science game. Oh yeah, it pauses it. Sweet. And turn this back up. I think it was negative 3.7. Can't remember now.
Jump completed. Opia.
Oh, there we go. Although I got lots more where that came from if you guys ever like that kind of stuff, so. I don't know why that sounds.
Autopilot disengaged.
That's how I test my audio levels. It's a little high. Sorry. Oh, that's still hitting red lines. I don't want that. Let's try negative 12. There we go. Negative 12, that's the magic number, I guess. But yeah, it's my dad had one of those. I mean, he had a floater type plane too, so like, and it could land on a, like, it had the wheels underneath, but it could also land on the lake.
Jump completed.
And he had a fold-up boat that he could attach to like the struts on the side, and we could land in lakes that were so remote. Whoa, I'm gonna crash if I'm not careful. And you just camp for a couple of days and fish, and yeah, it was crazy.
Docking granted.
So
Successfully.
there's something actually I just figured out. I just pieced together the whole story because I was about to tell it, and I was like, as I pieced it together, I'm like, roll back, wait a minute. My dad did not leave a 7-year-old child by himself in the woods at a campsite while he flew back to get mom and his brothers. I was like, but it was just us there. I didn't have anyone else there. There wasn't like an uncle or whatever, and I didn't fly back with them. Did I? I was like, no. I remember they landed and they came over, and I was like, son of a bitch. My dad left a 7-year-old in the woods in a campsite. Well, we lived in a different time. I was like, fuck, he did. What? There you go.
Fucked.
Couldn't have.
Welcome.
It was just us. And they arrived the next day. I didn't go with them to get them. Huh. It's funny, like, I'm gonna tell this story and da-da. Wait. Well, that's fucked up. Half of my stories now that I try to tell from my childhood lean that direction. It's like, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, well, that's why it's not a norm anymore. Like, imagine having to explain that one. Kids lost. Oh, what happened? Oh, I don't know. I left him right here in the woods way out where no vehicle or a boat or human being can ever reach him, so he's safe, right? What the fuck are bears? It's like sometimes my friends like, you have an abnormal aversion to, or what is it? Abnormal reaction to fear, as in don't have one. Yeah, well, I've come to the point a lot of the things that I think should have been normal were so effed up compared to how everyone else was. Well, not everyone else, but I mean like a lot of people. That I don't, it's not that I'm brave, I'm just too stupid to know what to fear. I mean, shit. My parents had to pull me in the house one time because I was trying to shoo away the neighbor's dog, and just like, get out of here. And I was like ready to take the broom after it and everything. They had to yank me into the house because it was a bear. You know, like, I don't know if it's brave or if I'm just like a little simple.
Autopilot engaged.
And I'm like one of those idiots where it's like, what's the worst that could happen? It's like, you could die. And? Like, what do you mean, and?
Jump completed. Opia.
So the little TV show I want to do is Hell as Other People is kind of based on. It's like that other little alter ego that I got running amok in my head. We're going to make it a real life character. And in some ways doesn't really interact with the people in the town until he becomes mayor. It's like, oh, okay, it's not like I play it up like it's a figment of this other character's imagination almost, until that shit starts happening. You're like, oh no, he's a real person. Okay, my bad. You know. But yeah, he was the one character's completely ignorant, where like he's also homeless. He doesn't believe in drugs. He thinks
Jump
drugs are bad,
completed.
the worst thing ever.
Tell
Like
us.
they should just be outlawed. He's a pill popper though. He's not doing drugs though. His are prescribed. His are legal. He's not doing drugs. It's just like, so he's that kind of character. He's the character that in the story that when he finally becomes mayor, the homeless person becomes mayor. He like ends up in this sex scandal, to which the townspeople are understanding, because to them, whatever, it's just sex, so they don't really care. Then he gets caught up in a drug scandal.
Disengaged.
And people forgive him because he's like gonna go on this whole rehab thing and whatnot, and they're like, see, he's a good role model. Like it's just like like each season's got a different scandal that goes down, and the townspeople just end up being like, yeah, he's good at what he does and we kind of like him, so you know, we're all just humans. Right? Like, they basically excuse all of his bad behaviors. And then one time he's feeling not too well, a little under the weather. And so he walks out of the store with, like, either, like, Tylenol or, like, flu meds or gum or something like that. Walks out of the store. And he's like, oh, wasn't paying attention. Because he went to walk up and talk to someone in the town. You know, talks to his constituents. And he comes back in to pay for it. Right? And like, did you just walk out with that in your hand? It's like, yeah, but I came back in to pay for it. And they're like, well, that's actually still technically stealing because you already walked out. and then came back in. And he's like, but I'm here to pay for it now. And it was an error. I was just went to talk to someone. I forgot it was in my hand. I mean, I could easily have just put it down. But he's like, but they're like, but you didn't. And so like this becomes a sticking point, and eventually like it plagues him. It plagues him and it plagues him until like basically people think he's just a thief, and so they don't think he should be mayor anymore because they can't trust him with the money and whatever else. And then all the other scandals now matter. Yeah, girl, I know, I love you. You gotta lay down though, okay? Down. No, I'm busy for a bit. I know, I love you. I rescued her, so I don't, Oh yeah. Okay, lay down. Enough. Enough. Oh yeah, I know. I know. Oh. Yeah, so that's one of the parts of that show is gonna be kind of like, but I got one where they're doing first aid. Name of the show is called Doing First Aids. And the guy ends up getting like debris in his eye, almost like it almost seems like a wood sliver, he thinks at first, right? But they're out in the cold and they got gloves on, whatever else, and then the other guy's like, no, I can handle this, and basically like tells him to lay down onto his back. And he's like, okay, well, this is kind of weird. And then gets up over top of his eyeball and like holds his eyeball right back, like right close. He's, I can see it. He's like, okay. Starts sticking his tongue way out, and he's kind of like, what are you doing? Like, that how you concentrate? Like, you stick your tongue way out until he like starts leaning down and realizes that, oh, he's so, what are you doing? He's like trying to get away. He's like, the Inuit do this? They just use their tongue, man, and I'm just gonna lick it right out. And he's like, no, you're. So it just turns into this whole frickin' like struggle, fight, argument. But yeah, so it's basically a show filled with shit like that. There's my target. And deploy satellite. Boop. Alright. I think that's all the mysterious objects. Let's see. Oh yeah. See, that there is a lockbox. Sometimes I go for them. You can pop the lock and get a bunch of like items and stuff. Sometimes they're filled with mines. And if you hit them wrong, trying to unlock them, they can explode. You're gone. Or they're packed with a bunch of fucking mines. They come flying out and they're magnetic, so they hit you. No. Or here's the other one. I'm out there trying to pop locks, and then the space pirates show up. Because they knew the box was there. They're just waiting for some dumbass to come out and start popping locks, because their goal is to get your shit. Right? What's going on here? Inactive jump beacon. Okay. So another time, another place for that beacon. And I did pull up some new question marks. So we're going to start guidance to there. And how many satellites do I have left? 2. Perfect, because there's 2 question marks. So, you know, win. I like winning. It's a lot like losing, but I don't want to punch something. I'm just kidding. Is that another gate? Bullshit. It is too. This is a very gated sector. Connected sector. I don't know why I keep reaching for the keyboard. I gotta really train myself to stop that. It's the only time I need is skate. Whoop, there it is. Last satellite. What's happened there? I'm like, wow, I just fucking fired that one out there. Shot her out. Okay. So. Thankfully, there's another wharf here. That makes this real easy. Just a short jaunt. A little walk. A little jog and a jiggle. Whoa. Yeah, there's all my downloads. Cool. Thank you. Oof. So there you go. I might be out in the sticks, but my internet's good enough to broadcast, watch my broadcast, and download stuff. So anytime I'm having lag, it's not my internet. It's something my PC is doing. And ever since I've switched to hardware, it is awesome. Just runs so good now. Runs so well. Wow. I swear English was my first language. It's my only language. Well, binary, secondary.
Docking granted.
Yeah? Because, you know, 0110.
Successfully docked.
Not going there.
Welcome.
Ooh, it's on its last trade. It's a good thing I caught it. Okay. still needs refined metals, and they're still going for a good rate, so and this way, because it's all going to the Durasteel factory, they got a massive demand for it. Because they're not making much in the way of Durasteel. Look how pricey that is. They don't have an abundance and whatever else. So, by doing this refined metals trade run, I'm also feeding these guys the materials they need to make Durasteel to an abundance. And once I can get them to an abundance point, then I can take the Durasteel and sell it to these guys.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
At least that's the overall. I mean, it's the only plan I'm working right now and get enough money to finish off that construction. There. Filled its queue with lots to do. I've tried to automate it before, but it keeps going awry so badly, and it's probably just because I just don't know how to program it properly, maybe, I don't know. Saving game. It's a pain in the ass until I blow up one time, and I'm like, thank F, that wasn't half an hour ago. Okay. I go for gate number 1, gate number 2. Ooh. I think a bad dude just came out of gate number 2. Uh-oh. Am I back? Or is it spammed out? No, I'm back. Okay. Let's go for gate 1. That's close. Let's see, behind door number 1. Whee! It's really the only time you gotta play with 2 joysticks close to a station. It makes it real, like, I don't know, a little more challenging than normal. Alright, let's see what I got going on here.
Jump completed. Gavin 4.
Nope. Oh yeah. No. Deploy satellite. Yeah, I got a little distracted mentally. Ah, heck, I'm too far away. I wasn't paying attention enough. Let's go pick that thing back up. No, I should put them up on a taller pedestal or something. Whoop, 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 whoop. Sound like Zoidberg for a second. And what is that? Big old station in the shadows. Does it reach on my map? Or the satellite? Yes, it does, so I don't need to drop another one. Let's get my ass over here. And this one leads where? To Finder. Known space. Cool. And why did that ping on my radar? What is that? Gotcha. I mean, literally. Chunks and pieces of stuff. Okay. Yeah, let's get to the guidance spot there. What is that? Oh, never mind. Debris. Not in far off distance at all. Right in front of my face.
Thanks for your help.
Pay me more. That's fun in the space game, and like when the space game was in its 2010s, but you know, now we're in the 2020s. Inflation. 'Cause that's a thing, right? Oops, that's the wrong one. Don't go hunting with me. I was trying to put the safety on. I ended up pulling the trigger and shooting him. How's that trying to put the safety on? I just... So, how can I help? It's like, no, hold on, rewind. I don't want to.
Nice. Might have to help myself to some of that. Drop the cargo and run. No way. Not again.
Not again. What is this? A fight now? Fun. No way. Not again. That was kind of funny.
Not really gonna do much.
Hi there, big space stuff guy. This is a satellite. Don't blow it up.
Stop that drone!
Fine. Where is it? Wow, I'm just... How to make the company happy. Shoot the fuck out of their station while trying to shoot the ship. Yeah, it is. I mean, you can build space stations. You can build entire... I've got one game on here, like on just the vanilla, where I've got like 32 destroyers, and I didn't pay for a single one. Because you can get out in your spacesuit, and you can plant bombs. So, like, here was the trick. So the pirates were hiding as other factions, but when I'd look at it on the map,
Thank you.
and I'd figure out what style of ship they're using, and it wouldn't align. It typically didn't align with the faction they were trying to hide behind. Like they didn't use that style of destroyer. So I was like, "Oh, you're a pirate, okay." So I'd approach as an ally, and I'd hang out in that bubble, and I'd pop out in my suit, and I'd plant little space bombs on their engines and on their shield generators. Then I'd go back up in my ship, pop out of their bubble, and as they went away... Uh-oh, I got a letter. Cool. I'd hit the button, and it'd blow their engines, and it would blow their shield generators at the same time. They'd just be dead in the water. And I'd pick off all their turrets and whatnot, and I'd call in one of my other ships that have like 50 or 90 Marines on it, and I just start throwing boarding party after boarding party at the thing until I could take it over, and then it was mine, and no one would get mad because it was the pirates, and they didn't give a F if I stole from the pirates. And the pirates would let me approach every time because they had to pretend to be the ally because they were playing a cover. I was just like, so I got 32 destroyers that way. I mean, there's just so much you can do. Like it's just, I got a little personal ship on there. I call my little Ferrari, and it does like, there's the super highways that you can use in this. So you can go like, I think it's like 13 kilometers per second. And this ship, I've got modded out. I think it'll do something like it'll do faster than the highway. I can do like something like 16 kilometers per second. And it's got some like, they're compact, but they're really powerful shield generators. They're just super slow to recharge if they get depleted. But they're just enough that if I were to be hit with a missile, and with the honeycombed hull that I have for it, it could withstand one missile hit. And I had a FO. But otherwise, I have 4 guns on it. 3 of them were for like just tearing hulls apart, and the 4th one was this really powerful gun that would just melt shields. So I'd frickin' run. I could just approach. If someone's attacking one of my transports, I could. By the time they got halfway through a sector, I could pass through 5 sectors, show up, melt their shield with this one gun, flip over to like this machine gun setup or whatever, and just start like coming, because I got the 2 joysticks, I can just go crazy on them. So I just like fire rounds and just rip the hull up until like I could blow up ships that were of large size, and I was just using this small fighter. So yeah, it was crazy. I took down a couple destroyers actually with that ship. It was tough, but yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, and there you go. Like, what do you want to do? This is so open, right? So I wanted to start with the Mandolorian start this time for the Star Wars mod, because if you take a look here, I'm used to starting off with like certain easier starts, and I just wanted like a little more complication this time. So I have a lot of just neutral or people effing. Well, I mean the Sith Empire, The Imperial Ascendancy and I think the Galactic Empire are like just perma-hates. But like for these guys to hate me, I'm like, wow, really? Okay. They don't like the Death Watch. And I'm part of the Death Watch. Well, in Mandalorian space, right? So I'm good with the Death Watch. Like Black Sun doesn't like me. -5. -5 for the Hutts. Everyone else. Oh, there you go. Syndicate's another -5, and then there's a bunch of zeros. Mandalorian Raiders, and they don't really. There you go. See, they don't carry stations that you can't trade with anyway. And play the mod for the Star Wars too. You need all the packs to download too. So except for the newest one right now. So I've got all the packs too, including the newest one, the Envoy. So CSA, there you go. +4 with them. Everyone else, I gotta do trade with or help out or something. I haven't even opened up all the sectors. I mean, barely touched that. Ooh. And satellite deployed. I mean, like, I think in that one too, I had 5 stations that were all doing different things. 2 of them were refineries for like miners. So I had like this whole like army of miners, really. This whole like like I think I had something like 20 large, like as big of a miner as you can get. For the 2 stations. So I think I had like 24 total or something like that anyway. I had something like 35 transports, all transporting goods back and forth, and yeah, it was something like 500 fighter ships just for the stations, and oops. Deployed. Yeah, I mean, like, and the other thing with this game too is you play it for hundreds and hundreds of hours just on a playthrough, and just start over and do something different the way you play it through, right? Like it's you could easily dump thousands of hours into this game. And if you go to, what is it, Nexus? Nexus Mods, I think it is. That's where I got this mod for it, and so after a while, like, they keep updating it too as this game updates. So yeah. I didn't bring my drink down here, did I? Darn. There's a can of iced tea waiting for me somewhere. Whoa. And no, you can hit vehicles. I've done it. Like, that was seriously fucking close. Fact. No. Come on. Sorry. Come on, let me drag this thing. If I'm trying to make clips on this, sometimes it's a pain in the ass because you just want to just drag the slider and then all of a sudden just lets you drag it and it's like, damn it. Oops, I hit the wrong keyboard. There you go. Got huffing and puffing. Come on. There we go. Yeah. So, usually, oops, my shield will provide a good bumper. But depending on the impact, that guy looked a little smaller than me, so like his shield probably would have held out, probably. But if we're both going fast enough, and if either one of our shields suck or down, and that happens, yeah, you can cleave a ship. I know this because I once was the ship that was cleaved. I just got out of a firefight where my shields were damaged and I just finally got enough time to be able to engage my travel drive. And just as I was taking off, another ship was moving like helter-skelter this way, and when he hit me, he bounced and came to a stop, and my ship shattered because my shield wasn't even up. So that was and that was an easy call though. I just called another ship to pick me up. I commanded like 500 of them, several were in the vicinity, you know, like at that point it was like one of those little CEO moves, right? Like, yo. You guys are kind of right. The ones I provide you aren't as good as the ones I drive. Yeah, you're right. But you're also not paying for the equipment, so you're still getting the same ships. Ooh, trading station. I should leave a... satellite there. Hold on. Am I out of satellites? That's a better question. I don't get to carry a very big payload. I am out of satellites. Of course I am. I believe that is somewhere. True, but I believe I can get my shit there. So let's go there.
Autopilot engaged.
It's actually how I got my freighter. Well, in a roundabout way. I think it's episode 1 that I stopped being the mercenary and became a merchant. I was doing little missions, and then I took on, like, the missions were like 20 grand, 40 grand. So then I took on this mission that was like 270 grand, I think it was, somewhere in there, 250 grand, I don't know, to retrieve data that had been stolen. That is a noble quest. From a ship. No problem. Fly to the destination, I see the ship.
Jump completed. Fendar.
Like, mine was a little bigger fighter than this one. Like, I was in this is a scout ship, but I was in an actual fighter ship, and I had a crew of like 3 service people for my ship, right? So, you know, sizable. The ship I came across is like a 33 crew freighter. So there was a size difference. Needless to say, it was slight. And I decided to try and communicate with them, and they told me to go pound sand. So I tried. And then I unleashed an attack on them. And
Autopilot disengaged.
yeah, it's disengaged. And that didn't turn out as good as I thought it would. That's the skinny of it. Hello. As soon as I look to the side, I'm like, no, I'm talking too much. I'm not using my other part of my brain. Where am I going? The other way. Are we sure? Yes. So anyway, I wasn't able to do shit. I wasn't able to punch through the shield very much. So, but I noticed as I was flying away, I did 15%
Docking
damage
granted.
to the hull, despite the fact that I didn't, yeah. So it's kind of like, okay. So I went to a nearby wharf and got a full load of missiles.
Successfully docked.
Picked up a little extra equipment. I think I upgraded my shields. Basically pre-spent half of the reward I'd get from doing this. So at this point I'm like, well, I spent that money. I'm in it to win it. So when this guy shot me, like, most all my shield was almost gone at the first shot. So I had to, like, there was a lot of like coming in and then running away. Coming in, running away. I think, you know, we'll call it kiting. Sometimes I had to be kiting a lot, so my shield would come back before I could re-engage.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. Come on, let's go here.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
So, it took quite a while, but I ended up bringing it down to 7% health. And that's when everyone evacuated the ship, including the pilot, or the captain, who had the data pack. Now, it's not very kosher to shoot a guy who's parachuting, or in a life pod. It's pretty much frowned upon, like, frowned upon. More than frowned upon. Like, uncool, dude. But he had the data pack, and I had a mission, so I shot him. This got the authorities involved because it's secret data, and according to an outsider, I just attacked a freighter ship and then killed the captain's escape pod. Like, this wasn't am I the asshole? This was I am the asshole. So that wasn't ideal. Excellent? I don't know how you'd word that. A little of both. The authorities got involved. I almost escaped. They moved faster than me, but I was already kind of out ahead, and I was almost at the gate. I was almost out. I was almost out. And I should have just went. I should have just left. But that ship was still back there, and it was still abandoned. You know what I mean? It was still abandoned. It was big. 33 crew. So I try to like lead them on a like merry-go goose chase, whatever, merry-go, whatever. And here we go. And so that didn't work because they just hovered around that ship that was abandoned. Didn't matter how far away I tried to pull, they just let me go then and just hover around the ship. They knew where I wanted to go. Or, well, at least they were assigned to defend the ship. What? Fuck. Asteroid. So, I flew in, and when one of them engaged me, I shot the shit out of him. And I blew him up. Easy peasy. I'm like, alright. There's one more dot in the radar. Right, same bum rush on this guy. And, well,
Jump completed. Look at it.
we're gonna whump him. No bad guys? Good. So as I open fire and I approach, I learned real fast that it was a clump. They were so close it looked like one dot. There's three. There's three. I wasn't looking at my radar that close. There's three. Maybe four. And also when I shot that one cop, more authorities were showing up. I was like, this might not have been the smartest idea, sir. So being a true knucklehead, a little bit, sometimes determined, a little thick, a little special, hard hat special. I try to go back for it. Ooh, I hope that keeps going. Cool. Well, no, sorry. I go for it anyway. And they promptly shoot me out of the sky. Like, you're done, son. I almost got the one I was shooting at. But that was done. That was over. Whoa. That's a what? Bounty Hunters Guild. Hello. Now, is that Scream Mandolorian or what? Huh? Sorry. So yeah, they blew me to Kingdom Come. But I ejected. Unlike my 3 crew members, who did not.
Docking granted.
I bet. Hold on here. I'm neutral with you guys, and this will help.
Stop your attack immediately. Security forces.
No.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting a criminal offense.
Negative.
Ah, it wasn't a big enough offense, thankfully.
Successfully docked.
So yeah, I did a 4.5
Welcome.
kilometer spacewalk all the way to this abandoned ship, and every once in a while these other ships would be like woo woo as they went past me. I was like, please don't do to me what I did to the captain. I mean, I would understand and I totally deserve it. Please don't do that. Ugh. Please. I kind of like my face on my head. Not necessarily always to look at, but you know, it's my face and it's one I use. I like to keep it intact. Okay, I'm gonna drop a... What is that? I'm going to drop a satellite here, and I am going to fly here. So yeah, so after the spacewalk there, after a good suggestion there from a viewer, because I was just going to get in it and run, they're like, you should probably repair the hull a little bit before you do that. I'm like, not a bad idea. So, repair the heck out of it, and like to 20%. And then I went and popped the lock, went into the airlock, ran for the controls, and just like, I hit go. Like, I hit that like travel speed button as fast as I could. And waited. And waited. What? I hit the travel button. What's it? And then I'm like, wow, that's a wind up. Yeah, and then I escaped. And for a while I was flying this brick that we called the well, I mean, it was my new home. It was the transport that I just shot down, and I flew it back to the station and dropped off the data pack, completed the mission. And then I did some merchant stuff until I could buy this ship. And here I am. I have a mission with Death Watch right now to build a space station. And they will pay for half of it, up to a maximum of, I think it was like 7 million, 7.5 million, somewhere in there. So I'm going to try and build one that's worth 14 million. And then when I'm done, you know, you get your maximum payout. And then I'm going to see if they want to buy my station. Oh, wait a bit. I'm gonna see if they'll buy my station, and then that way, I'm also gonna get like another big chunk of money back, and then I'm gonna go build a station for myself, and it's gonna be an energy station in that neutral space I found where there's nobody around. It was this button. There we go. Satellite deployed. Okay. There's another question mark. Unknown station. That depends too. There is another mission that was at the Death Watch at the time, and I didn't take it, and I probably should have, but I'm gonna go back and check on it. If it's still there, it's a different style, but it's another space station request. And then I'm just gonna repeat the process there too. And sell that to them. And yeah. Oh, I need to go and grab a drink. My mouth's so dry. Just need just a moment, a minute. I thought I had a can of down here or something, but I guess I don't. Unless that's it right there. No. No luck, boyo. No, I must stick back upstairs. Alright, anyway. Tell a joke while I'm going to fetch it, I suppose. The headphones hold out. Maybe they'll disconnect by accident. That won't be good. Anyway. So, it's kind of beeping on me. Oh, I'll grab that too. So, horse walks into a bar. Orders a drink from the bartender. And, I mean, like, this horse doesn't, he doesn't order just the beer. He ends up ordering, like, in a very short span of time, just like 12 beers. He's gone through like 8 shots. He's gone through some mixed drinks. And he's just ordering more drinks. The bartender's like, you don't think maybe you're like a bit of an alcoholic, possibly? Because you've done this like just about every night for the last few months. And the horse is like, I don't think. And then it disappeared. Oh, well, and this is a joke based on like Descartes' I think, therefore I am. So when he stopped, when he said I don't think, he therefore wasn't, and he disappeared. I could have explained that before the joke, but then I would have been putting Descartes before the horse. I'm sorry. I have plenty of bad humor. It's like nerdy funny. Hi, pup. No. Oh, I better eat these then before you sniff them out. They're not good for you, buddy. Mister, I'm allergic to everything that's not oxygen. Possibly also oxygen. No. Your skeleton walks into a bar and orders a beer and a mop. That kind of nerdy. I don't plan on quitting my day job. It's like these three strings going to a bar to get some beer. And the bartender's like, I don't serve strings here. So one of them runs a knife up and down himself there, and he ties himself up into a square knot, and he walks in, orders a beer. Bartender looks at him and is like, aren't you one of them strings that was just here a moment ago? He goes, afraid not. Told you, bad jokes. They're autistically funny. Where's my ship? Cool. It's inside the bubble. Let's go over here and do some pinging. There's a ping. I think it got a little bit nerfed for Star Wars. I'm not sure. Maybe it is the same size. Maybe they nerfed it in one of the updates. But I know I can't just go, when I come in now, I can't just go ping once and I've hit everything. I actually have to like go spot to spot and ping now. Or I will miss stuff. And don't always assume that the hex, because it's that size, is that size. You can go to the edge of the hex in this game, and the hex will get bigger and bigger. You can just keep going out. So you can make stuff like look like it's this close together, just because you've gone so far out in the hex. Typically out there isn't actually anything, but there is a certain distance outside of the hex that stuff can show up. So like, I think up to like 300, 400 kilometers outside of the normal boundary. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Maybe it's 200 meters, not kilometers. Sorry, meters. Because everything in here seems to be meters. Right. Let's ping. Let's find a neighbor. That didn't look promising at all, did it? It's my teeth, eh? Oh, hey. I am wrong. Check that out. Lukaszek. Sector sounds like a medication for something. Lukaszek, the medication for that something something. I don't know. We tired. Been working all night. Working. And you're full of red. Are you good? Okay. Come on. Well, new beacon. I thought this was going to be a dead end. Just proved myself wrong. Let's go through it. Or should I just right click it? Clear guidance. No, I want this. There we go. Talents. Well, let's see if I die. How's your flight going?
Jump completed. Columix.
That's concerning. Not as bad as I thought. Am I out of, I am. Frick. Okay, trip back's not too far, though.
Autopilot engaged.
Let's see how my cruiser's just hanging out, so he's probably done all of his trades. Yes. Emile Donnell. That's my commander.
Jump completed. Lukaszek.
Right on.
Autopilot disengaged.
No.
Docking granted. Successfully docked.
Welcome.
Bada boom, bada bing. Okay. Whoops. I think one of the things I'll get him to do, get some module prefab. And that will cost me, see right there, 827,000 for one load. And I'll transfer wares with the build storage. Pretty important difference because there's no dock with the factory. So yeah, it's what I have, what they want. So this will be, so there you go, 800,000. It's 387 units. And that'll bring me, what, 1/4 of the way? It's $4 million expansion, $4 million credit expansion. And then once that's large enough, I'm gonna expand its space. Yeah. Build more on it. Is that the best price I get from what? That's an expensive price for module prefab. 2172 is the best price I can find. And that's a trip through some dangerous space. So I can end up losing my ship. Just for a little discount. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, it's expensive everywhere. Cool. Well, they have their orders. They know what I want. And then refined metals are still going for a decent price. Yeah. Did I not confirm last time? I must not have confirmed. My bad. Then refined metals. For profit. And this is why I call myself the Mandolorian merchant. delivery because money's not registering otherwise. All right. Lurk away. Oops.
Docking granted.
I'm not docking. I'm gonna see if I can glean some blueprint modules, because right now the only thing I can build is an energy plant.
You're in serious trouble.
It can't be me. Oh, probably is me.
Docking aborted.
So you can get in shit for scanning others. I forgot about that. They are neutral. They are not my allies, so they're gonna... They know I'm looking for blueprint stuff. So... Stop doing that. Get out of their territory a little and... Let's go through that other door. I couldn't figure out where it went. This one.
Autopilot engaged.
Well, I seem to have found why we have a like an abnormal amount of dead crows around here. We got looking into it, like started collecting them all. Started looking like they were hit by vehicles, but like
Jump completed.
abnormal.
Sendar.
So typically they take off when a vehicle gets close. These ones, like, so they started looking at paint chips and whatever else that was still with them and whatever else, and we determined that they're not getting hit by like cars or motorcycle, like, well, they're not getting hit by cars anyway, they're getting hit by trucks. It was after a little observation they figured out why. It's because like a group of them would land on the road where there's some like roadkill, maybe bits of salt or something, right? And they're scavengers. But they always have, like, they're smart enough to have one as a lookout. Now, a car comes along, it can warn them. And
Jump
like,
completed.
car!
Gavin form.
And they take off. But they don't have a word for a truck, so they get hit with trucks. I told that one to one of my buddies who's just in all the way until I told him, I was like, but they don't have a word for trucks, so they get hit with trucks. And he just stopped and thought about it. Fuck you. It's like I was waiting for like this really cool revelatory bit of news, and it took me a while. I'd be like, you duped me, you dick. I was like, yep.
Jump
The look on your
completed.
face is worth it, though.
Delos.
That's why I do it. Like, I got two younger brothers. I'm a little chatty. Sorry. Well, I guess that's pretty good for a live broadcast, but a little chatty because my meds have definitely wore off and I got a little ADHD, so bear with me. But I had 2 younger brothers. And the middle brother, he was always really competitive with me, of course. One time he got real mad with some, like, he was easy to tease. And it wasn't like I was trying to be mean or anything. I'd just be like, it was just like a stupid little tease, and he'd just get really upset. I remember the one time he just got mad. He's like, "Why do you do that? Pisses me off." I'm like, "I don't know. Why do you ask questions and then immediately answer them?" He was so mad. So mad. He just walked away for once, but that was the best. I thought he was gonna have a stroke. But we used to pull shit on him all the time.
Autopilot disengaged.
That's what's up. They can't handle it anymore. Okay.
Jump
Are you an
completed.
enemy?
Cantonica.
Cool. Deploy satellite. Boop. One of the stunts I pulled was when I was in the basement, concrete floor. So I was bouncing a golf ball. Ooh, I'm over here. Neat. Scanner. Let's get out here first. I'm a scout ship. I don't know what you think I can do. That's cute. What? Error 404. Dumbass move not found. Yeah, anyway, so I bounced this golf ball in the basement. And I kind of like would fakey pretend like as if I'd throw it at him. No, like I would never throw it like a golf ball. That would hurt, right?
Get off my radar. Split unimpressed.
Well, wind up and be like, oh, and he would get mad. He would just get so angry. So, I wound right up. I did this whole thing. I was like, all right. And I wound right up. And he'd all like head shit up. He goes, go ahead, do it. You do it. Well, kick her ass type thing. And I was like, all right. And I chucked it. And when it hit him, it went splat. So what I did was I grabbed a wad of toilet paper and got wet and formed a ball. And so I was bouncing the golf ball. When I wound up, I swapped them. And I threw the wet ball of wet tissue and smoked him in the face with the wet tissue. Yeah, it was a fight. I mean, I just told you how uptight he was. He was not walking away from that. Excuse me. Wow, what? Oh, it's because I'm doing it right next to him? Probably. Wait, are those not asteroids? No, those are asteroids. There was one space I went into once as I was passing by all the asteroids. After a moment, I passed by like a ship hull, and I'm like, that was weird. It was half a ship. And then I avoided a ship engine. I'm like, okay, hold on. That was... And I started looking at all the asteroids, and I realized none of them were asteroids. It was in a ship graveyard. That was wild. I wish I could find that sector in this one. Well, we'll see. Give it time. Let's see what I found. And then after the stream today, I will be installing another hard drive into my PC. I might install 2. Give it another 2 terabytes of memory. Another gate. That's not how the ship would sound in space. Hey, Yachty. You missed this morning's science show. Maybe for the better. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Look at all this stuff. This is cool. I've just been going from sector to sector and just dropping satellites. Thing is I haven't found a sector yet that feels safe to do trade in. Other than just staying in Mandolorian space, which right now is working for me. Don't get me wrong, it's working for me right now. But to expand, I'm gonna have to find other markets. At least eventually. I don't know, maybe the Mandalorians really want some batteries, because that's my first station is what it's gonna be, because, well, my only production... Thanks, motor. My only production module is, solar panels. So it's what I got. I'm gonna make limes out of lemonade. Yeah, we're gonna stick with that. It's like the one time I was like, well, that's like the pot calling the kettle a pot, isn't it? I stopped and like, that's great, works. It was showing black holes and other questions about space, physics and stuff. It's Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson. I kind of thought, well, I'm doing a space game. The first hour, I was coughing a lot because, like, part of my job is blow down dust. So sometimes we get the really fine dust, or we get a different tree species, and it gets in your throat a bit. And I mean, like, I wear a dust mask for like the big heavy stuff, but like when I'm down in the basement, I don't know. Like, I probably, once it gets cold again, I'll return to wearing it again down in the basement. But yeah. How you doing today, Yachty? Oh, and other news for this morning, personal news. Like me and my coworker, we typically stay quiet the whole trip, and I mean, like, I'm like that, unfazed. I get lost in my thoughts. So, but yeah, today it surprised me. He actually asked me about the book I was writing, if I was still writing it, and what it was about. Ah, satellites! No! So I ended up taking up most of the trip back home for a half hour, 20 minutes, whatever. But yeah, it was cool. And then the other day we were talking about like Battlefield 4 because he's got it for the Xbox series. Sorry, Yadi. But yeah, and he plays like the Siren. He's a level 28, and yeah, it was kind of cool. Like we've spent like a couple of years riding, and like most of the time we like might talk about a little bit this or a little couple minutes here, a couple minutes there, but yeah, that was pretty cool. It's like maybe he's getting more comfortable with me or something, or well, I mean, not that he was uncomfortable. At least I don't think. And I'm not uncomfortable. I'm just really comfortable in silence sometimes.
Autopilot engaged.
Those aren't ship trunks, are they? They sure look funny from a distance. They all have holes in them, right? So I keep thinking they're chunks for a ship. But they must not be. No, and they don't show up on the radar. Which is weird. I mean, good for the noise effect, but at the same time. Are you? That's all good, man. And I mean that in the general sense.
Jumps completed. Tell us.
Just frustrated over the stupid motor. Wow. Do you see that? I just about got clipped. Just more frustration in your situation where you're caught at. I'm not actually listening to music, my head just bobs.
I think you might regret that.
Autopilot disengaged.
Useless!
Oh, wrong button. I stopped really far away.
Docking granted.
Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Let's fly proper now. I don't know, every once in a while my brain's just like...
Successfully docked.
Welcome.
You want to wake up. I mean, if you think about it, life has options. Death's pretty final. Well, we're all gonna get there anyway. At some point. It's gonna happen. Well, we're supposed to. We're also apparently also in the era... where...
Useless!
the human being that may not ever die may have already been born.
I think you might regret that.
Just in that we may come up with like ways of extending our life by like say 20 years.
Requesting permission to
And in doing that, in those 20 years, come up more technology that extends them yet another amount, and another amount, and another, yeah, right? I mean, if each year you could extend your life one extra year, you'd be like, whoa. And the moral question is, should we last that long? You know, the amount of power and everything else that you can accumulate. And I mean, more realistically, a lot of, like, I mean, that's like altered carbon, right? I mean, more realistically, a lot of us would be just like, no, we shouldn't. But if someone gave you a pill and said you gotta live another 10 healthy years, you gonna say no to that? I don't think anyone would.
You're going to die.
I'll let them fight out there. I'm gonna check my mail. That's a logbook. That's my mail. New arms race. In a bold move signaling the start of a new arms race, various factions across the galaxy have commenced the construction of new superstar destroyers and dreadnoughts. This escalation follows superstar destroyers, hey? Great. This escalation follows a recent surge in interstellar tensions, with rivalries heating up between the New Republic between the New Republic, the Ascendancy, and remnants of the Galactic Empire and other emerging powers. Yeah, the Galactic Empire and New Republic both kind of waged war on Mando space here recently against the Death Watch, but they were repelled, so that was pretty intense. And, yeah. The arms race has sparked concerns among neutral systems and smaller factions, fearing they might be caught in the crossfire between galactic superpowers. Diplomatic efforts are underway, but the galaxy watches with bated breath as a race for military dominance accelerates. As construction continues, the balance of power in the galaxy hangs in the balance. That's too many balances. With the potential for significant repercussions in the years to come. Balance. Oh, and the Bespin Treaty has been broken. In the recent days, the New Republic Senate voted to restrict Anode Federation business opportunities and access to galactic bank accounts due to its violation of the Bespin Treaty. Federation representatives refused to adhere to the requirements from the New Republic and announced they will protect their right to territory and businesses with arms if needed. Did someone just land or try to kill me? Fuck, that was loud. What the frickin' fuck was that?
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
It was that. Wasn't it? Or was it? Wait. Oh, I bet you it was that. Let's go look at it. Oh, come on. Let me out. Oh, is that the side I get out on? That's the side I get out on. Oh, he's building them. See, if you look, right where my crosshair's pointing, there's a little hole that's getting patched. But these are ships in construction.
Try docking with us.
This station's building these. We just finished. Wow, that was kind of cool. Look at that. Oh, there's just two of them?
Get you for that.
I like that as soon as they left the barrier, it went silent, like it should in space. But yeah. But I mean, man, if you're exhausted, for sure, you need to find a way to, like, rest, sleep, possibly get away. And I mean, not just like, you don't need to run away or whatnot, but make a plan. Maybe you got a friend who, maybe you got like 2 or 3 friends who want to live in an apartment. You know, if you have, well, you know, then that's tough too. For you're gonna need enough bedrooms, right? But sorry, I gotta get back on my ship. Building, oh, they're building another one. But yeah, just remember that right now this is all early stuff, right? You got a long time ahead of you. And the one thing you always have control over is what goes on in here. You always have the option to have control over that.
Bad idea attacking this.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Denied. I deny your docking.
Autopilot engaged.
Sometimes too, what I do to distract myself is I'll work on something that's like writing or art. Sometimes just helping others. You know? Meditating helps. Oh, I bet you my ship's done doing ship stuff. It is. And now we're auto-saving.
Jump completed. Catonica.
Wow, look at the price of field coils now. Holy moly, that went up. Glad I traded that down. I think someone just about hit my ship.
Autopilot disengaged.
Boom. And we deploy satellite. Both to like monitor the prices here. And traffic. Oh, excuse me. This is sometimes how I know invasions are happening. story. I think it was in a Reader's Digest. Ooh. That was close. I think it was in a Reader's Digest anyway. It was a story about this guy who had gotten... He was pretty depressed. All for what happens next, I guess you'd have to be. But he got out into the Golden Gate Bridge. Stepped out onto the edge. Said goodbye. Because he just couldn't see another way out, right? Like, the story was a lot longer in the book. Like, he just couldn't... Between his work, and everything else, he just couldn't do it anymore. And he said, once he jumped, it was something like the moment, hey Death Dealer, like the moment he jumped, it came to him, or flooded to him, I guess, at that moment. That all of his problems were actually really easily solvable. In some sense of the ways, he just had to reframe it for himself, and like just within a moment just saw like what he just needed to do to get out. And problem was he just jumped. I guess when you hit the water at that speed, you break bones. So it was like hitting concrete. Broke his back, fractured his skull, broke his arms, broke his legs.
Jump completed. Midas.
And of course at that point now he wants to live, so this is a neat place. Sorry, this is distracting. Whoa, that is bright. What is that? That's a planet. That's a planet. I see it now. That's a planet. What's that then? Accumulation of the dust cloud? That's weird. Yeah, he ruptured some internal organs. There was a boat nearby. Fished him out of the water. He's got a bunch of pins that hold him together. But apparently now he goes around the country giving lectures on depression and whatever else, trying to prevent other people from doing what he did. I don't know, that story kind of stuck with me. Ah, I didn't drop that satellite in a very good spot, did I? No, I did not. So how's Death today? Death Dealer, I mean. So that sounded dark. You're gonna be good for... Oh, pretty good. Started off with like a little bit of a science show in the beginning, the first hour. Okay. I had Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson playing for the first hour. Oops. That felt kind of fitting, because, you know, it's space talk. Science. So I think that Trump looks at and goes, That's gonna fuck my election up. Don't use that. When you guys vote in Texas for your smokables? Oops. Wow, there's barely any delay at all. I swapped my encoder to hardware. Like, as per Rake 10 Harry's suggestion. Man. All my gameplay now, too, is smoothed out. I'm so happy with the change. But yeah, it's fast. It's a thin thing? What is a thim? Excuse me. There's a container. My ship will not hold helium. No matter how much I hope. Oh. Vote was no. Boo. Dangle that right out in front of you and then take it away. Why do they need to treat it like you're on heroin? 3 more satellites. Man, I need data on this place. Excuse me. No, give me the map. What is the sunshine? What we got? It's just 30% heat. Sunlight seems so bright, but I guess it's all this shit in the atmosphere. No, there is no. It has not yet. Oh, okay. It's a them thing. Gotcha. The representatives will vote on it, not the people. I'm cluing in now. 0 known stations. Well, that's a lie. There's 2 questions. Oh, now I gotta know what those are. For a moment, I'm like, why is it so dark? Because I made my map. Well, I don't want to be in this space. You gonna be ready for Magic on Friday? Like... What happened? Whoops, I flew past my target being a retard. Being a moron, sorry. It's like one of those moments where you like you tell your girlfriend who's about to meet your mom, it's like, talk loudly and real slowly, because she's old, she's hard of hearing, and she'll have a tough time making it out. Well, don't step in holes anymore, especially yard holes. Like, what were you thinking? And then I told my mom that she was special in the head, so be nice. And I just let that play out. Again, I know it's not, am I the asshole? I should just have a whole section of, I am the asshole. Like, and just list out stories of shit I've done. Whoa. So these guys don't like me. We go over to factions. Reputations? No. Factions. That would be these guys. -5. Still neutral, huh? Sure. I am allowed to dock with them. Well, they're not going to blow me out of the sky yet. So that's good news.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
I can't resist a good deal if it is one. Facts. Oops, wrong button. This side's got the turbo. I mean, I was the one who replaced one of the mechanics. They had this little pump can that they could put WD-40 in, and they like, and then pssk, and could use the WD-40. And cause he wasn't labeling it, and I was giving him crap for it, and they didn't care. So while they were not caring, where's the frickin', where do I park? Oh, I'll bet you they'll guide me in. So
Docking granted.
thank you. So then I replaced with Coca-Cola.
Successfully docked.
Coca-Cola.
Welcome.
Yeah. So upset. It's accurate. That's pretty accurate. He was pretty upset. Am I stuck? Okay, good. And he came in swearing, calling me names. Actually, he just swore at me a lot. He didn't call me any names. And I waited till he was done. I was in the lunchroom. And so there's others there. And I just stared, or I just watched as he like swore at me. And then when he was done, I looked at him for a moment, put my drink down, and was like, "You sound like my mom." Everyone burst out laughing, and he just left.
Can I help? Here you go.
Making friends. What things? Like for Final Fantasy? Magic? I've got the 4 decks in the workshop. All I gotta do is pick them up and put them into the table. I need secure containers for bombs. No, not yet. I need 4 days of an average of higher viewership. I'm like I think it needs 4 days of like 3, and I constantly am hitting like 2.6 or 2.2, or I've had like 2.8. So I'm not affiliate yet. I'm getting there, but I need some more higher volume view days. So that's why I started clipping some more not for now, but it has to be over the, you know, on average over my whole stream, right? So if I got one viewer maybe like for the first hour and a half, I thought it said I need 4 on average. Oh, hey. Check that out. That's worth a lot. Holy. Holy.
Here you go.
I'll have to look at that then. MK2? Yes, please. What else we got? No. Bomb launcher. I am gonna need one. Oh. There goes all that extra money I just... they won't sell it to me. I wonder if I get rid of... Where is it? Can I get it now? No. Okay. Just have 4 viewers. I'm pretty sure it was on average, though, wasn't it? I don't know. I'm getting a lot of views on the videos too, but ooh, that was a little pricey.
Good luck out there.
Well, I'll have to look at it some more. Well, let me use their... let's undock.
Pressing permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Oh yeah, okay. So I hit 26 yesterday. Are there 2 other gates? Holy moly. Button. Ooh, that's a big ship. What else I get? Security bypass system? No, not quite. Huh. Yeah, I figure. I'm gonna keep at it, so. No, I want the map. Right, I already marked it. My bad. Man, when I gotta do combat and I got the 2 joysticks. Yeah. I can't wait to find like that Naboo fighter, the little speeder that they use in the Mandalorian. That's in here.
Jump completed. Cantonica.
That thing flings. Just saying. Don't hit a rock. I hit a rock. Yeah, 3 average viewers, right? No, they don't count against me. I know that part. But like I said, like my average comes out to like 2.8, or I haven't hit an average viewer yet.
Jump completed. Cadaver.
And that's the thing. That's the tricky word in there, the average. But I mean, heck, if they end up getting a hold of me beforehand, I would love to be wrong. Satellite drop. Nope, that's weapons. Mirror that on the other stick. Then go around. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, you bet. Ooh, that's a distance. Oh, you know what I haven't done? Is that trader ship of mine's just eating my food and hanging out and chilling on calzones. I'm like, hey, you need to work. With that inflection and everything too. Hey. Refined metals. Hey, where's my refined metals? There it is. My brain disappeared. It came back. Did I let that fire go out? Probably. It's not that cold now anyway. Oh, gave the cruiser a list. So now, nice thing about doing a little bit of exploration, well, I can't do anything over there, and I haven't reached here yet. There's Ascendancy, there's the New Republic, Rebels, great, New Republic, Galactic Empire's in there. Oh, there's Naboo. Ha! That's where you get the little, yep. No way you'd let me buy a ship. There's that starfighter. There it is. Oh, this thing. I think they'll even let, yeah, they'll let you change the paint on it, right? Oh, wow. I guess not. Anyway, I guess that's the paint color it comes in. But yeah, basically the shell's what, 144,000, then you gotta like put everything into her. You want a good shield. This thing doesn't put in a droid like that. Check it out. No droid. You get R2-D2. I got a trip out of that. And then put some guns on her. Rocket launcher. And the other gun. Put the software into her. And I don't need that one, actually. But if she's my personal craft, for other reasons, you will. I will. Light rockets. Load that up. You want flares. Boop. And then you got deployables. So, like, you could still stick 6. Holds more satellites than my vehicle. That's hilarious. I'm not laughing. I guess right there I was laughing. I made a liar out of me. So there you go. This $110,000 craft is now $614,000 once you get everything else put into her. I mean, you could trim probably about 20 grand out of it. Take some of the software out. Downgrade the shields, downgrade the weapons. But yeah, not a cheap ride. She screams though. Once you modify her. 344 is the speed. 344 meters per second. My ship right now. Think what? Ship. Information. This one's a Z95. Got it built in Cadavo. And yeah, I got it built because my ship got blew up. Okay, cool. Like today's stream is probably ending in about 30 minutes or so, but I mean, like tomorrow, day after that, like I'm back on every day. I appreciate that, man. Yeah. Already got today's quota, yeah. Plus now it'd be hard to turn the average. Yeah, all these companies produce the Scout. I got it through the Mandolorians. Where's the speed? 314 meters a second. So that thing only does like another 20 meters a second. It's not that much faster than this thing, but you gotta put mods into her. Yeah. Hey, Devilish. I got about another 30 minutes today, and then I'll be back tomorrow. Usually about 9 to 12 is my usual. Today I don't know. Chilled. A little longer. I appreciate. Yeah, I'm pretty close to affiliate these days. Yeah, I just need the one criteria, I guess. The 4 on average. Today I won't make it, but I don't know, maybe I should do shorter streams or something. Start an hour later. Five? Oops. I was supposed to... There we go. Deploy satellite. I don't have ADD. Nay. Oh, I wasn't that close? That was dumb. Pull the satellite back. I'm in travel mode. And that's what the slider's so nice for. Okay. Am I back? What just happened? Looks like I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. My OBS disconnected and reconnected on me. Awesome. Cool. I will do, man. And you have a good day too, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Or the day after. Some of those views on yours is from me too, so. Alright, bud. Have yourself a good one. Appreciate you guys. Freaking stop, that little satellite just shot right out. I'm like, now I gotta catch up to it. Fuck. Wow, that satellite was just flying. I gotta go catch up to it. remember that this is my fault. Okay. Oh, up. Matching target speed. Well, it's a station, so the speed of 0 is pretty close to accurate. I think that's relative speed too. Let's do a Top Gun flyby. You buzz the control tower. Freak them out, make them mad. You know, good stuffs. They love when you do that. Promise. What's this? Oop, it's moving. Got him. Poke him in the eye. Right. Stop reaching for the keyboard. It's right up there. Drop a satellite. Stop reaching for a keyboard. Just wait. I'll reach for the keyboard next time too. Well, I gotta reach for it to get out of the menu, but... Ooh, that ship's crispy fried. Defense platform. I don't really put satellites by those guys because they don't need it. What's this? Every time I say that, I think of that song, Nightmare Before Christmas. What am I looking at? Oh, it wasn't. It was a depot. That was the platform. Never mind. My bad. Something in my arm's itchy. Oh, I got another gate. Quietly to myself, I'm swearing. Because that sound means I am out of satellites to drop. I gotta go there.
completed. Antonica.
Jump completed. Phyllis.
You know, 20 minutes and then I gotta stop so I can food and sleep. Food and sleep. As articulate as fuck. Am I there? Fun. That was fun view. Wait. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm a little concerned for a sec. Okay. Put that down.
Docking granted.
Yeah, where? There it is.
Successfully docked.
Welcome.
And this is where I get all my satellites.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
It's pretty lax security. But, you know, this is the way. Maps. Maps, maps, maps. All right.
Autopilot engaged.
Welcome to the rough ride. Just gonna run into that ship? Go autopilot. Well, you didn't do it at high speed, so nobody's hurt, I guess. Wow, we're gonna clip that too, huh? Go autopilot. Go autopilot. Oh, that's a yawn. I was supposed to be in bed already, but Did they just blow up a bunch of ships? Yep, there was a fight here. So pirates attacked the VLS. Cool.
Jump completed. Cantonica.
Audio. What? Sure. You know, you gotta stretch your legs. Boom.
Jump completed. Carabao.
Autopilot disengaged.
Yeah. Oh, second satellite. SMRT.
Autopilot engaged.
Geez, even my autopilot's getting married. Got engaged. Way to go, autopilot.
Autopilot disengaged.
Yes. Dropping the satellite. Don't reach up there.
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disengaged.
You betcha.
Autopilot engaged.
Let the ship fly itself a little bit. A lot of it.
Autopilot disengaged.
Really? Another one, huh? Mm-hmm. Let's see what's in there. There we go.
Jump completed. Warm me up.
What is this? Okay. Oh, it doesn't right here. Ah, my button's stuck. Let's take a look here. I don't need two. I just need one. Okay. Map again. Nope. I need to go the opposite way for a moment. Yeah? Loud. Hmm. Where's my little... Just missing all of a sudden? Mm-hmm. Lost one. Okay. Timing would be good.
Autopilot engaged.
There we go. Ate that one too already, didn't I? Gives me enough time to get back to the wharf.
Jump completed. Adabo.
Sounds so psycho. Jump completed. I think it's funny in the live stream it shows it as a circle. 6 target object lock. 7 toggle cinematic borders.
Jump
F8
completed.
toggle HUD. Shift H. Oh yeah, cool. This is the Midnight Scout. FCV 693. Company is Midnight Zero.
Arnu would stand more chance than you. I'm not scared of you.
It sounds like there's about to be a dogfight.
Jump completed. Delos.
And that sound means there's an enemy nearby, but I'm traveling at speed. So I should be safe. I like how it leaves a little gas trail. You look close enough behind it. You know, none of my games have gone through the optimizing since. Oh, we're here.
Autopilot disengaged.
Nope.
Docking granted.
Boom.
Successfully docked.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission.
Welcome.
Stop them!
How? I am flying a scout, lady. This is where I'll save it. Well, I'm gonna nod off here. I'm an hour late for bed. Cut your foot. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably do the same thing. Start off with a little bit of that Neil deGrasse Tyson. Maybe I'll do 2 shows instead of 1. I don't know. But yeah. I'm zoned out now. I'm gonna go. You guys have a good day. And yeah. That's all I got. 1,000 goodbyes. Peace. Stop streaming. I hit stop. It's still streaming.